podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Nigga asks about me, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie.
Hey Daddy, this a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal was for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your all-day, non-stop boxing talk. We're going to be talking some heavyweight division now as we're discussing the very popular
Daniel Dubois. I am going to knock you out.
Daniel Dubois taking on Joe Joyce, a fight that's been rescheduled not once, but twice, but it's on. And we're gonna get it, so I mean, I'm kind of excited. You know, there's been a lot of hype around Daniel Dubois, and obviously Joe Joyce is a guy that we've been knowing in and around the boxing circuit. You know, he's even faced Oleksandr Usyk in the World Boxing Super Series, and you know, his clock is ticking in terms of time. He needs to get it done, and I guess have some fun doing it. And this will produce some fun. People call Joe Joyce slow, and people say that Dubois can punch. So this must be a recipe for big action in the heavyweight division. I mean, one guy young, the other one maybe a little bit old. So I'm hoping that this is a recipe for a great heavyweight fight. Guys, welcome back. After a quick break, no time off. We hustling out here. What's going on, fellas?
Well, I'll tell you what's going on.
I'm going to put you to sleep.
You picking Joyce?
Hell yeah, I'm picking Joyce.
Yo.
I've had Joyce from the beginning, man. And shout out to Mac, man. Me and Mac going back and forth on a chatty with this one. She seems to think that Joe Joyce is too slow.
Oh, that's one of the things I've been hearing.
You know what I'm saying? She might be right, but I think she's not. I don't think so. I think that he's just very methodical, you might even say a little teeny bit robotic maybe in it, but he hits hard and he throws solid combinations. And this guy's got a solid chin. So for a guy like Dubois, who's young, hungry, and he's eager to knock him out, and we've seen him get into some slugfest, I think that he's going to be a little too excited, man, and Joe Joyce is going to just land one of those crazy anvil right hands and might put Dubois in trouble.
Well, Francis, the praying mantis, what's your opening statement here, man? What do you think about
man,
this
first
matchup?
of all, I just want to shout out to all the people out there. You already know we back with another one where we hustling out here today. You know what I'm saying? Prayers to the man upstairs for another one. You know what I'm saying? You the best. Also, just want to say this is a crazy fight I've been waiting for. I'm a huge fan of both these fighters. I'm a bigger fan of Daniel Dubois. You know what I'm saying? I've been a little bit quiet because I'm about to show y'all some footage that you gotta hear and see. Just give me a few seconds, but definitely it's this fight. It's fireworks. I mean, this fight is a fight that you want with fans. You know what I mean? Because you got the speed and power of Daniel Dubois and the youth, and then you got the experience, power, and size of Joe Joyce. Perfect matchup at heavyweight. Somebody is going down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that it produces fireworks, with everybody telling us that Joe Joyce is slow as molasses for the last few years, and the way that Dubois has been knocking people out, you just gotta assume that's what you're gonna get from this particular fight, and I hope that it does. But I wanna go ahead and pull up, screen share the rankings on theboxingvoice.com/rankings, where we keep our rankings updated. Shout out to Box Live. In the heavyweight division, the significance of this fight, there is a lot of significance because Dubois is highly ranked at number 2, way above Joe Joyce, who's only in number 11. But now that Usyk has faced Derek Chisora, he's sitting as the mandatory to AJ, which means the winner of this fight will be the new mandatory. Say what? Exactly. So Joe Joyce is very motivated to jump the rankings and obviously, set up a shot with AJ, Tyson Fury, Wilder, whoever will be at the top of those belts. And if those belts or that particular WBO goes vacant, then you already know, the winner of Dubois Joyce puts themselves in a position to face
crazy
Usyk.
how Daniel's up there already at second, man. And in my belief, Joe Joyce has faced tougher guys.
Frank Warren, baby. Frank Warren knows how to move his fighters accordingly.
Wow, he got that off, man.
No comment. Stupendous.
And all that other stuff. Yeah, I mean, look, it's in Frank Warren's belief that Daniel Dubois is ready for this guy, and that he's gonna win and he's gonna do it with devastating fashion or whatnot. The question is he? Many may say that these two guys, both of them, aren't tested, right? But I'm gonna say that Joe Joyce has been the guy that's been tested. I mean, he's fought guys like Bermain and Brian Jennings. Daniel Dubois, I think he's the one that maybe hasn't fought opposition that has had the experience that Joe Joyce has had. But the guy can hit like a Mack truck, and the belief is there. He's real confident in himself. There's been a lot of talking, you saw the shove at this press conferences, and you can kind of get a feel that this fight's going to be very, very high paced, and you're going to expect maybe a knockout, or a knockdown, because these guys are both very, very edgy, and their styles are, come forward, don't back down. I don't see none of these guys backing down, and that's where I kind of feel as though Daniel Dubois might face a problem. I've seen Joe Joyce get hit pretty good, and he's responded pretty well. I mean, I've seen Daniel get hit too, but not by guys that to me can convince me that he's been hit hard enough by a top competitor to see how he reacts to it. But yeah, man, Francis, this is my take on it, man. I think that in a come forward fight, Joe Joyce is going to be the one to have the upper hand on this. I don't see any of these guys boxing it out. This is going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a fun fight. But somebody's dreams are getting crushed. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's getting crushed. This is not the type of fight where you're facing a guy that's already up there in the heights, where you can, possibly lose and maybe come back from it in a way where, people won't really pay too much attention to it. This is a test for both of them, and they're both going to have to kind of X each other out on this one. And, it's just a matter of who's coming with the better game plan. I can't say who's stronger, because even though Daniel Dubois is the younger guy, I can't automatically say that, he's the stronger guy either. Joe Joyce is a very, very strong guy. So it's going to be a matter of game plan to see what exactly happens. I don't know what you guys might think. I mean, Francis, do you think that Daniel Dubois is a faster guy? I mean, does Joe Joyce look that slow? I mean, it just, how much speed do you want these guys to be throwing at, at that weight? But I mean, do you really see Joe Joyce as being, the slower fighter?
Yeah, definitely Joyce is a slower fighter in terms of he's more the flat-footed fighter. His punches, they're pretty telegraphed, but they're heavy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see him being that much faster. It's just that Daniel's is a bit small. He's a bit more elusive. He trains with that type of style. Joe Joyce being what 6'2", 6'3", 6'3", 6'4", somewhere up there.
Yeah,
Pretty
Joe
up there.
Joyce. Yeah, he's 6'6", man. He's a big guy. And you know, they're both big guys, and that's what I was saying. Like, these both guys are strong fighters. You know, this is going to be a come forward fight. Just whoever gets the better game plan. But whoever, if Daniel Dubois or Joe Joyce lose, in your opinion, like, do these guys have a quick comeback? You know, do they recover from a loss like that? It would be their first loss, but like, how far down the totem pole does it take? How far down do they get knocked down if either or loses?
To me, it doesn't take them very far. This is the heavyweight division, man. The fact that they've stepped up and they showed what they have, other fighters are going to be like, you know what? I'd like to fight a Joe Joyce off a loss. I think that would be a good fight for me, a good step-up fight. And he might be able to step up in terms of Joe Joyce and earn himself another comeback fight. You know what I'm saying? Same with Daniel. Daniel's young. Daniel's like 22. He still has a long road ahead of him. It's not like Joe Joyce, who's at 32. Who, you know what I'm saying, started late but had a pretty stellar amateur career and Olympic career, you know what I mean? This fight right here.
10-year difference. Wow, man.
Yep.
That's it doesn't even seem like that, right? In a sense. Joe Joyce doesn't look too old, but wow, that's a 10-year difference. I don't know if that's a benefit to Joe Joyce or a disadvantage, right? Because where do we say that the age starts to deteriorate the fighter, right? Usually heavyweights are the guys that can stay in there for later parts of their
Actually,
life.
I'm lying. Joe Joyce is 35. My apologies. And
So
Daniel's 22. Yeah.
23, and we're talking about more than 10 years now. So, you know, it's just something to think about, you know, especially for the guys who join us on Fridays, beating the odds with TBV. You know, these are the little factors that you got to take into account, I guess, when you're making your bets. But is 35 years old. How many rounds has he had? You know that physically in professional rounds, you know,
It's
Dubois,
43 rounds. Yeah.
yeah, Dubois is a baby, you know, in that aspect. Joe Joyce, on the other hand, you know, he's been in there as well, 43 rounds. So it's close, but then you got the amateur pedigree, I guess. I guess you give Joe Joyce probably the advantage in that.
With the amateur, yeah.
But as far as them both being hard hitters, like, who wins that fight? You know, in the center of the ring, you know, toe to toe. I give Joe Joyce the advantage. You know, I give Joe Joyce the advantage. And
I got to give Daniel the advantage, man. Daniel got to get the advantage.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
I just think that Daniel has nothing to lose. He's very confident. He has a higher ceiling in terms of bounce back than Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce gotta give it his all after here. You know what I mean? After
Why is that? Why is it that Dubois gets to come back if he loses and it's nothing to him, but Joe Joyce is kind of like stuck in a situation
because he got time on his hands.
Okay. So you're saying his career is shorter and it's shorter.
Joyce is 35. He got like 5, maybe 6 more years, really, realistically. You know what I mean? Because, heavyweight, the last thing to go with anybody is their power. So, 5, maybe 6 more years? But the way he fights, maybe 3, 4, because he takes a lot of punches. He takes to give. Like, that's the way he fights. Joe Joyce takes to give because he believes his shots are harder and heavier, and they're going to get you out of there, and he'll take yours. Daniel doesn't fight like that.
Anthony Joshua. So let me get this straight, right? Daniel's in the number 2, Usyk the number 1. He wins. Daniel Dubois wins. He puts himself in a position now to face Oleksandr Usyk, or is Anthony mandatorily inclined to face Usyk immediately right now for that WBO? Because we've mentioned that he might just would he give up the belt if he didn't want to? You know what I mean?
That was a talk. The talk is whether or not he'd give up the belt to fight at Tyson Fury, or just deal with his mandatory in Usyk, and then Usyk would have to, or maybe they can make an eliminator between Dubois and Usyk for the shot at Joshua. That could happen too, depending on the performance Dubois put on this weekend.
Don't ask me that question.
That may be.
Yo, AJ, man, it's all on AJ for that one. But yeah, and that's so who do you got, winning the inside game between these two giants, man? Daniel Dubois, the young man, 23 years old, or the older guy, 35-year-old?
Inside game. I don't know about inside game, man. I mean, Dubois,
These guys are not fighting on the back foot.
I
Neither
feel
of them.
Yeah, but I feel like Dubois, you know, his right hand, he's got to get some extension.
I was telling Francis that you know, I just think that Joe Joyce is going to be the guy that has the advantage.
I
just because
I'm picking Joe Joyce. I picked him on the Pick'em League, and I just feel like maybe he's got more experience, and he might have more resistance than most of the opponents. Daniel Dubois. I mean, Dubois has really faced no one, and he still makes some mistakes. Similar to Wilder, but his power obviously, you know, may do what it did for Wilder and has taken him out of trouble. So we got to wait to see it.
Yeah, when you see guys like when you compare the resumes, you can't help but to look at the guys that Joe Joyce is facing.
Yo, I dropped a tape in the pre-pro. You got play that for the people, man. Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois, Sam Jones and Steve Bunce and Frank Warren all sat down a round table conversation ahead of the fight, and I just clipped a little bit of it just to play for the people.
Sam is funny as hell, man.
Yeah, Sam Jones.
Shout out to Sam. Great manager, knows how to promote. Definitely was fun looking at the press conference.
Yeah, that was amazing. But this fight right here
is this gonna serve its purpose as audio, or does it need to be video and audio?
It can for the facial expression. It can definitely serve a purpose for visual, but you can also just use it as audio. It's really up to you.
Because I feel like it might be a little pixelated. It's a little small.
Don't ask me that question.
But yeah.
So then just play the audio then.
Here we go.
When you look over at him across this table, a young man.
It's gonna kick you.
Whoa.
You're gonna kick you. You're not gonna kick me.
Whoa.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Damn, came at him Michael Myers style.
All right, it gets good.
I mean, why was that the first thing out of his mouth?
Yo, he said ready to go.
Steve asked the question, what do you think when you look at this man across the table?
Yeah, but he finished the sentence for Joyce. He said that's gonna kick your ass. But anyway,
we should see. I'm getting bored of this. Oh, I'm gonna beat you. Oh, I'm gonna knock you out, mate. It's not happening, mate. It's a 50-50 fight, but I'm just saying. I just know.
He's like, yo, I don't want to say it, but
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
I've got it in me to find a way to beat you. I've got more experience. And that you got your youth on your side.
It's not gonna come down to it.
Come down to power only.
Not power. Will.
Oh, you don't. Oh, so how did I get?
Yo, why is Dubois? I love this.
Yo, these two are the best, bro.
This is why I'm picking Dubois. He's like, yo, if you see his facial expression, he's like, no, it's not gonna come down to that.
Bruh, he's so confident. Wow.
Will.
How did I win all the things that I've won without having any will?
I don't care about that.
Huh?
Who you fought in the past
This is now. We start. Yeah. I don't care about you.
I don't care about you.
Hold on. Let me put it back.
I don't care about that.
Huh?
Who you fought in the past
I've won without having any will.
I don't care about that.
Huh?
Who you fought in the past
This is now. We start.
Yeah. Bro, he cut him off. He was about to go down his resume, man. I don't care about all that.
I don't care about you, mate. You're just getting knocked out. So
I'm the guy that's gonna knock you out.
Huh?
I'm the guy that's gonna knock you out. Finish your career. After this
Finish
fight,
the career.
You're not gonna be the same.
Fight. When you look over.
Yo, I mean Joyce. I ain't gonna front. Joyce does look like shocked. Like, wow, can't believe this kid. Cause I ain't gonna front.
Exactly.
I never seen Dubois act like this. And he got that straight face where Joyce is like, wait, what?
That's why I said the facial expression. Like Alex, he gave him like, yo, I'm the guy that's gonna knock you out. He said, huh?
He gave him the Michael J. Fox coming back to the future. I know I'm gonna do it type.
I'm gonna knock you out. And he kept the same energy throughout the whole interview from the start to the end. Same thing. I don't care what you're gonna do, Joe. I'm gonna knock you out, plaster you. I'm knocking you out, Joe.
Francis.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Is it? When they was at the press conference.
Yeah.
Is it? Yo, Dubois tried to push him. The Juggernaut just puffed his chest out and shit a bit. And how Dubois pushed him, but pushed himself back. Bro, that dude is a Juggernaut.
I'm going to put you to sleep.
Yeah, there's more of the interview that we could check out. But
older,
yeah, that one.
Man, he's older though.
Yeah, he's 35.
I was telling Francis, like, where do we draw the line where, okay, age has become a problem rather than a benefit, right? You got Joe Joyce, who's 35. You got Daniel Dubois, who's 23. That's more than 10-year difference, right? But how beat up is Joe Joyce? His body. They both got professionally 43 rounds in the professional ranks. God knows how much they have in the amateurs, right? Because we know that Dubois kind of pulled out earlier on to begin training for his professional career. But Joe Joyce is not that beat up. You know, it's not like we're getting an old guy. And these guys are heavyweights. Obviously, we know that the heavyweights tend to get, you know, a little bit more out of their career in their later age. So I can't.
Daniel's had more pro fights, man. Daniel's had more pro fights to act to what you're saying.
No, the same amount of rounds. I didn't compare the amount of fights, but yeah, if that's it, that's it. 15, that's 4 fights. So, no.
But they would say that Joe Joyce has fought the better competition with Bermain Stavern, Brandon Jennings, and Daniel's fought nobody, right?
I mean, yeah, you could say it. Nobody that really like strikes you as somebody that you know was a champ. You know,
somebody that's done anything. Yeah,
Bermain Stavern was a champ. You know what I'm saying? Brian Jennings was a champ. So you gotta give him more credit for that. So you know, maybe 4 more fights on his side. But
I give him credit for those fights, man.
Like you see 4 fights more, but like you're not giving him the amount of credit to the people that he's fought as you would at an 11 fight, like, you know, like Joe Joyce. But yeah, cheap. Frank Warren, where does he go from this? That's because me and Francis were talking about the whole, you know, Anthony Joshua says, screw you, I don't want to fight Oleksandr Usyk, and gives up the belt.
Nah, this is positioning, man. This is positioning. Regardless of what AJ does, Frank Warren and Dubois, if they win, are in the right spot, man. They waiting there to catch a vacant or a shot at the big fish.
So is Francis right when he said that, you know, they might just make those two an eliminator fight if that were to happen? You know, Usyk and Dubois would have to fight each other for the WBO vacant.
I mean, Usyk and Dubois. Yeah, if Dubois wins, yeah, I could see that being for the vacant in the future. If AJ vacates, yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
That would be a great fight. I don't think Oleksandr Usyk would be interested in something.
Yeah, because he'd get knocked out.
I mean, he might outbox Dubois, man. He might outbox Dubois.
Damn, you know what? That is true, bro.
Yo,
see,
stop
Francis?
stop this nonsense. Listen, Derek Chisora was touching Oleksandr Usyk with bare right hands. And Chisora don't got the power of Dubois. Dynamite. If Dubois touch him with the right hand, he's going to sleep. Let's be real. Matter of fact, we'll talk after he puts Joe Joyce to sleep in like under 3 rounds. We'll talk then.
Because Frank Warren's set on that WBO, so I don't know where else he would go.
Right, he's knocking out Joyce under 3 rounds. I'm just saying,
bro. I told you.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Joe Joyce is a juggernaut, bro. He's gonna run into a huge problem. Danny Dubois is gonna find out that he can't muscle through everybody, and this is gonna be a situation. No, seriously, when you're bringing up a guy, you want to give him confidence. You want to bring him up fast. He's knocking guys out. You're giving him a lot of confidence. But you know, I'm not in the kid's mind. He probably knows. He's well aware of what the fight he's in. But you know, the attitude speaks otherwise. It says that, you know, he's gonna knock him out. He's gonna walk through him. All that sounds good. But have you ever had a guy like that, you know, in front of you? And I know he knocked out Yarde. Oh, what was the guy that he went? Who's the guy with the beard who had the supernova beard and shit that he had fought? Was that Yarde?
That was Yarde. Yeah, that was Yarde.
Yeah, well, Yarde didn't look good just the other day, man, when he got finished. But
finished by Fabio Wardley. Yeah.
The
next one up and coming. Yeah.
He gave him a right hand from hell. But you know, the guys like that are not the same as a George Joyce. So I just hope that Daniel Dubois knows that, you know, that he's gonna have to set up. He can't go in there and start just slugging it out, man.
Hey, you know who Daniel reminds me of? I'm gonna be honest. I'm
gas, man. He might gas, man.
Watch this relation, Alex, and you would know because let's probably know too. You know Anthony Davis in basketball, right? He grew 5 inches over one summer. He went from 6'5" to like 6'11". So now he went from a point guard to. So he already had a point guard. It's like Daniel. He had like the boxing ability, and he just grew into just a huge kid with all his power. He still got the good feet, the footwork, and the good fast hands. And I think that's what's gonna make the difference in this fight versus Joyce. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be on display. He's never really had to do it because when he hits guys, they go down.
Yeah, he's Nah, you know what? And I'm not saying that that's not true. You know, Daniel Dubois is the faster guy. He just moves. He punches a little faster. His combination punches is a little different. I think he goes well to the body as well. We're just gonna have to see how Joe Joyce responds to the power, right? I've seen him respond to power before pretty well. So, you know, I guess we'll find out, right? We'll find out if Dubois is this side of the pond's bomb squad. Maybe we'll call him freaking ICB missile squad. I don't know. You know, you know, ICM, whatever. But if he does, you know, if he knocks out Joe Joyce, it's gonna send a statement. And you know, and I don't think that.
What kind of statement in your mind?
Well, this is the thing, right? I don't know if he's gonna get all this credit because of, you know, Joe Joyce, I guess, not being that guy that has a belt, or maybe. But for those that really know boxing, like, they'll know that Joe Joyce is a very tough guy, and if he's able to knock him out, nobody's been able to do that to Joe Joyce. I don't even think he's been ever knocked out in the amateurs, never. Like, this guy's just solid. So, you know, if he's able to do it like that, then it'll definitely send message across the pond, you know.
Put it like this: with both those guys landing the type of leather and power that they do, this is not going 12. Somebody's getting knocked out. That's the real reality of this whole situation. This shit, they're not taking this type of punishment for 12 rounds from each other.
Yeah, well, so what do you see? You don't see this fight as going as a 12-round fight?
Hell no, this fight ain't going 12 rounds. I'll bet anybody this fight ain't going 12 rounds.
All right, so who gasses out?
Whatever it is going
first? Who gasses out first on their way to the 12th round?
I think Joe. I think Joe.
So you think Joe gasses out before Dubois? Why? Because of the age?
Huh? Yeah, the legs, the age. And I just think that speed of Dubois mixed with the power is going to be a problem. That's just my opinion. But, first of all, I don't even think this shit's going past 5. Let's be real. And I say 3. This ain't going past 5. Daniel's knocking out Joe Joyce, bro.
Hey, listen. I mean, look. Yo, bro, let me hit you again with this.
I'm going to put you to sleep.
Yo, let me tell you something, man.
That's my opinion, yo.
Call Francis out on the limb, Francis, man. Hanging off a cliff, Francis, man. Wow, you putting all your eggs in the basket of Dubois, who hasn't showed any boxing skill yet?
Bruh,
10-round fight.
Yo,
look, he's been to the 10th round.
That's who I'm riding with, yo.
He's been to the 10th round with Kevin Johnson.
Yo, Joyce is knocking out Dubois. All right, I bet.
So I'll give him that. He's gone 10 rounds. I don't know exactly how he's looked.
Who, Dubois?
Yeah, Dubois. He went 10 rounds with Kevin Johnson, so I could give him that, right? He went 10 rounds.
And that's what I'm saying. He went 10 rounds with a 40-year-old man.
and Dylan got knocked out by what, your points?
And listen, and let's be real. And let's be real. Kevin Johnson is durable. The only man to knock him out is AJ. But Dubois, if he's everything that Francis is trying to lead us to believe, he should have knocked out Kevin Johnson. And that's the only name on his resume. Let me remind you. There's been no one else there.
Kevin Johnson is one of them dudes who are a crafty veteran, know how to hold on to the end, bro.
I like that, crafty.
I let you talk, man. I let you talk. Listen, the truth is, no names on that resume, man. Nobody to offer any sort of resistance. You know, you can say what you want about Bermain Sterling, but he's a former world champion, and he knows how to fight, and Dubois went with him. Same thing for Brian Jennings, man. These are the type of tests you want to see your guy go through. Dubois hasn't been in any of that. Fujimoto was made up. Lardy was made up. These
that
dudes, these are dudes that they just find and they make them up for you. You know what I mean? So that they could get in the ring. I think the only other name, maybe, did he fight Tom Little? Maybe.
Tom Little. No.
He ain't even fight. Oh, he fought Cajano. He fought Cajano.
Yeah, Tom Little, he did. Well, Dubois, right?
So you going with Joyce then, right?
Dubois.
You going with Joyce?
Dubois?
No, you.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Cause you talking like you going with Joyce. What are you talking like? What are you doing?
I'm talking like who the fuck is Ebenezer? Only Ebenezer I know is Scrooge, man.
It doesn't matter what you think.
You jabroni?
He's a jabroni.
Bro. Koyoroto Fujimoto. My man says straight camera, man. Like, come on, man.
You know what? Frank did get a lot of fucking salt for that.
Bro.
He got a lot.
Cash out, man. This could be a cash out, man. You telling me the last name he been in with was Nathan Gorman? Other than that, they've been cooking him up?
I gotta look after my investment.
Yo, he fought Tom Little, man. What do you mean?
He did.
Tom Little, yeah, I said that, but he fought him before Kevin Johnson.
Oh man, he's an up and coming young man starting off his career. What you want from him, man? You know how the UK like to do their fighters, man. They like slowly, then spring them onto you.
Wait a minute, Francis, you just put it on.
Watch my man go out like Mike Jones.
I saw the cape.
Yo, he might go out like Mike Jones. I'm just keeping it real, man. He might shoot his load, think he got Joyce out. Ooh, go all ham with all his muscles. You see the weigh-in they did. They showed you that he used to be lighter, now he's heavier. He's 200.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough.
He 244 stones or some shit like that.
Hey, Ness, I let you talk.
Damn.
Listen. Hold on, listen.
Pounds, whatever. I'm gonna
Hey,
pull
do
up
me.
the IG.
Yeah.
Do me. Get me the soundbite, the Kevin Hart soundbite, because when Daniel hit Joe Joyce, all you're gonna hear is, "Oh no, oh no."
He ain't got that. He ain't got that.
Absolutely not.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Damn, sent them to the shadow realm. Yo, real quick, Ohio Runs
look.
Boxing on the super chat says, y'all know anything about heavyweight Tony Yoka, who's 8-0 with 7 KOs? He KO'd one of my Ohio boys. Shaking my head. They call him the new AJ. Well,
look, Dubois getting bigger.
Fuck that question.
His debut, he was 231 and a quarter. He just like AJ. That's what happened to AJ when he got to 258 looking all like a freaking, little doll and shit, little He-Man doll. Shit started going wrong. Dubois more bulky, he's too stiff.
He been bulky since 15, champ.
He too stiff, man. He too stiff. I hope he do it though. You know what I mean? Triple D. He got it going on, and this attitude that he pulled off, I like it. But this is first big test, man. This is first big test.
Nah, he's he's been big for a long time. Danny Dubois has been he's a big kid. He's a big boy. He hits hard, and I'm not saying that he can't maybe get a knockout. I'm not saying that he's shown the power, but if he does get a knockout, like he knocks him out, then I think that'll send a statement like across the pond. If this goes 12 rounds, he gets a decision, we're still gonna give him credit. But if he wants to send out a message, the knockout would be it.
Yeah, man, it's fight week, man. Listen, time is now. They both need to make a statement. Dubois is too highly ranked not to look good, and Joyce is too old not to take advantage of this opportunity. He's the one ranked in the number 11. Rob wanted me to let you guys know that there's a possibility that this doesn't get the nod for the eliminator, as the rescheduling of Joseph Parker versus Junior Fa is two higher ranked fighters, or at least as a combination highly ranked. You know what I mean? Like one is the 6 and one is the 4 versus this one being the 2 and the 11. Don't forget, on the undercard of this fight, we got the return of Lions in the Camp. Lions in the Camp. We got Anthony Yarde, not Yarde, coming back, and he's going to be taking on London Arthur. And, we've seen both of them, so not a bad fight. Not a bad fight. And then we got Trey in the Bay with the super chat, says Dubois has an AJ upper body with Wilder's legs. Laughing out loud emoji. Really? I didn't notice that. Really didn't notice. But look at Joe Joyce. You know what I mean? For anybody who thought Joe Joyce might have not been working, during the COVID, he fought in July, But look how big he was, and look how he's looking in November of 2020.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
You know what I mean? So he's definitely ready for this opportunity. Look, July 2020, November 2020. He's ripped to shreds. He's coming for speed. He's coming for speed. Even though it looks like his right pectoral muscle might have a tear. Right? What the fuck? Right there by the
I can't see it.
You'll be seeing it in just a minute. But look at it right here.
Is that your best? All too easy.
Exhibit A right here. Exhibit A. And this is Exhibit B. This large protruding area in the midsection that he got rid of. As you can see in Exhibit C here, the abdominal muscles are showing clearly a 5-pack. 2, 4.
I hope he didn't lose too much weight.
Here you go.
Nah, man. I was banking on that mass, man, to push back.
He heard y'all say he was slow.
I hope he ain't too light in the ass.
Don't call him slow no more.
You understand what I'm saying now? Do me?
Nah,
boy getting knocked out, man.
You don't want
slept. Listen, let me talk about my man Anthony Yarde, man, because we don't get weak, man. We get deep. Turn up, show up, blow up, man. It's
you
lions
can tell
in the
y'all
camp,
from
man.
foreign.
Lions in the camp, man. You already know how the thing go already. Anthony Yarde, big up yourself. Tunde Jai, Big Addy. You're the whole team over there, man. Shout out to the Lions in the camp team. They're taking on Lyndon Arthur. Lyndon Arthur, common opponent of one Dex Spellman. Dex Spellman just got knocked out by Anthony Yarde in 5 rounds. Spellman and Arthur went 12 rounds, and Arthur chat up his mouth, talk about, said, ooh, him can do better. So guess what? It's your turn to get knockout. Shout out to Anthony Yarde and the whole UK squad out there. You already know I'm done.
Yo, so what's up with your man's going back to domestic level?
Damn.
He's like on a domestic feast after the Kovalev. This the third who fight? Who that fight?
Nah, see, because what happens that with a WBO ranking, you got to get back. You got to stay active within the WB ranking in order to get your ranking back up, and that's the belt that he wants. He wants another shot at the WBO title, no matter who's holding it.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
But why this is third fight since the Kovalev fight, and we don't really know who these guys are.
I mean, these guys are on, as you said, on the domestic level in like the British ranking, according to the British Board of Controls, their rankings. They're in the rankings, so it's good for their standing over there, and it also keeps them busy in the rankings for the WBO and the WBA and whatever ranking until the promoter can get them a shot at the big fight, like a Kovalev. He had to fight a lot of people to stay busy, and then he got a shot at Kovalev, getting good rankings. You know what I'm saying? Beating opponents, getting the points he's supposed to gain. All those things are essential in order for your rankings and for you to get a shot. You know how it go, Ness.
You know how it go, like Matt says on the super chat.
I don't know nothing about how it go,
upper
man.
body with Wilder's legs.
Why you repeating super chats, man? Why you repeating super chats, man?
Yo, Mac crazy.
He gonna ignore me now and shit. Yo, let's go out to the callers, ladies and gents. It's that time, man. We going out to the sponsors. Want to thank, obviously, El Camino.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Hey, Ness, hold on. Before you go, we got to shout out Marlon So Icy. Shout out to you, man, for all that you're doing for Border Wars 9. You know what I'm saying? Bringing some gear for the Border Wars 9 participant. We appreciate you. War Tape. Last Stand Podcast, Big Rig Trucking Agency, Wireless Bud Shop, Kendall Holt.boxing.glove, Undisputed Boxing Gear, Adrian Clark, Protect Yourself at All Times, Bravos, Xavier Miller. Who am I missing? Am I missing anybody? I think we got them all. Shout out to all the sponsors out there.
Austin Trout.
Oh, yeah, and can't forget No Doubt Trout, because he no doubt came through for us, and we appreciate
Kendall
you.
Holt and Holt Boxing, Undisputed
We
Fight
got them.
Kid,
We got him. We got him.
Big
We got
Rig
him.
Trucking
Got
Agency.
him. We got him.
Wireless
Let's
Bud
roll.
Shop. Yo, that one white boy with the super chat, do me.
Border Wars 9. For sure fight, D's gonna have to do the time. For what you say, the crime of underestimating me. Every time he throws a shot, he will pay. FOTN. And I don't know what that acronym
Fight
means.
of the night, champ. Fight of the night.
Fireworks. Bing, 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 bing.
Fight of the night.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough.
Yay. All right, let's go on out to the callers. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the people. Hotline. Big Nick, that's right. Those Bravas gloves are fire.
Fueguito.
Fuego, fuego. Yo, let's go out to... We did the sponsors?
I mean, if we want to do them again,
Subscribe
we are.
to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
So, we gained one. We was at 117,065. We had 66, but I'm going to hit the refresh. Let's see where we at.
Refresh.
That's fucking right. That's fucking right. That's fucking right. Where my air horns at, man? Where my air horns at, man? There we go.
Loading.
Yo, we at 68 now, man. We at 68, man. We almost there. What we need? 32 more? 32 more? 32 more people to get to that daily goal of 100? Can we get 100? Let's get 100. Coach J-Mac, man, who you told in the Dallas area, man? You told your fellow truckers to subscribe. You know you got to tell a friend to tell another friend to tell their friends and family to subscribe. I hope you remember that, man.
And I know you can do it, man. You got to.
Yeah, go ahead. You got to do it.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style.
I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing. You want to bet? You bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
All right, I'm gonna side with Francis on this. I'm rolling with Dubois. I do think he's the heavy-handed guy for the one-punch knockout power. I don't think the other guy, I can't think his name. Don't have somebody on my call. Somebody talking on my call.
That's your own brother, man. Your own brother JT in
Hey.
New Orleans.
Can I get that over? That started with the call.
I mean,
I got a good breakdown.
He gonna have to
I got a
give you
good
that.
breakdown.
He gonna have to give you that. That was his. That's your brother.
All right, look, the fight comes down to the guy who dominates front foot forward. If Dubois go forward and puts Joyce back, he wins. If Joyce puts Dubois back and keep him at the end of his jab, he wins. I think the harder hitter is Dubois with the one-punch knockout power. I don't think Joyce has one punch. I think he has stunning shots that accumulate into his punches being put together. So I'm leaning towards the boys being able to push Joyce back, possibly tiring him down and just swarming him with that upper torso movement and throwing stunning shots. So I'm going with the boys by knockout.
Cut it.
Damn, he said he gonna outbox him with the upper torso movement, and he's gonna
knock him out.
He said Joyce is gonna gas his son. Like, nah, champ, nah. But I do agree with the one punch knockout. Yeah, Danny Dubois, he's been he's been knocking guys out. Can't say too much about the quality of opponent, but I can say that the punching combination that Joyce throws is that overwhelming thud.
You know what though?
Listen,
you know what I must say? Hold on. You know what I must say? Hold on. I gotta let you talk. You know what I must say? Edgar Berlanga got 14 first round knockouts. You should have said that most of those you'd say, some of those you say you don't know who they are.
Yeah, but you know the last two though, and those are decent opponents to still knock them out. To still knock those two out, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you knock out 13, 12 people that we never heard of. Cool, you got our attention. Now the whole world is watching, and your next two knockouts are people we do know. Linnell Bellows is durable. He slept him in one. It didn't even go an extra round. Like, we thought at least Bellows would give him rounds. No, different story, man. Stop trying to find comparisons for Dubois, who ain't fought nobody except Rajvan Kajanu. I mean, you got to give him credit for Kajanu, Nathan Gorman, Tom Little, Kevin Johnson. You know what I mean? But those dudes aren't his last 4 or 5 fights, man. Those dudes were early on, and nobody in his path has offered resistance, man. No resistance, man.
Real quick, that one white boy gifted J-Mac his boomy.
Boomy to the ring. We
Rang,
going out
rang.
to Coach Myers, Connecticut.
Ooh, Coach Myers.
Hey, Frankie.
Oh.
I think it's a good fight. I still think it's a 50-50 fight. They both ain't fight nobody. I think Usyk will beat whoever is going to be the winner. He'll just outbox whoever it is. I honestly think Joshua's just going to drop the belt, and it's probably going to be Dubois or Joyce fighting Usyk for the fight. But that's my call.
Don't ask me that question.
Yo, people out here fighting for rankings, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, Rob's excuse for y'all fighting Arthur is that it's a good domestic fight with an easy win for a WBO ranking. It's like, come on, man. Didn't y'all want to turn around and take shots at other guys that's doing even
But
greater
yo, Ness,
things?
you can't say that though, because Sean Porter, same reason Sean Porter said he's not gonna fight nobody in the IBF or the WBA, because he wants to get for the WBC title. The same thing. He had opportunities to fight people for that, and he didn't want to.
Porter could say whatever he want. He just fought for an IBF eliminator. So what you talking about, bruh?
What do you mean? I'm just saying that it's boxing. People do that. They do choose to stick with certain rankings to get a certain title.
Whatever you just said is a direct contradiction of what Porter actually did. So Porter telling you, or you hearing him say on a podcast somewhere that he ain't gonna do XYZ, well, he did. It was an IBF eliminator and a WBC eliminator. He fought for both, and he paid to fight for both. You don't get to do it for free. Not only that, I watched a lot of episodes of his podcast. Shout out to Sean Porter, started his own podcast. Check that out. I subscribed on his YouTube channel, and he got some Porter clips, and he says he's the WBO mandatory. So they might be looking at that fight anyway because he felt disrespected that they ain't mention him. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna have to send their best fighter for the champ.
So Porter got a three-way option, but you know, I could see Al telling him, hey man, go do this. You know, it's in our best interest. But that being said, time to get to Trey in the Bay. What up?
Trey in the Bay.
Yeah, I talk mess about hold on, my phone doing crazy. I talk mess about Joyce being sluggardly and sloth-like and all dilatory, you know, but he does got a chance, man. I just like to troll Joyce because, man, that dude is so slow. Him and F.A. I think him and F.A. Jabba, man, is just slower than molasses, bro. I mean, it's just hard to watch sometimes. Well, it's kind of funny, too, at sometimes. But it's a good fight. I guess we'll get to see who Daniel Dubois is, huh? That's my call.
Yeah, man, and that's what we want. You know, we get to see who tested, man. See what's really the deal. No more Warren Diet. You know what I mean? Take the Warren Buffet off. You know, not to be confused with Warren Buffett. Warren Buffet that they giving him over there at the Queensberry Promotions.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo. Let me jump right into it. I agree with Coach Myers. I do think it's a 50-50 fight. I'm glad to know that they ain't let this fight marinate, man. There's two hot up-and-comers, man. The fight, you know, they didn't try to marinate the fight or nothing like that. I'm going to edge it to Dubois. I think he's the more fluid fighter out of the two. Joyce is slow as molasses, like Trey said, though. But I do think it's a 50-50 fight, and I do think it's gonna come down to who gets caught first, actually, by the power shots, though. But I'm edging it for Dubois. That's all I got, champs.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
All right. Let's go to Izzy in Oklahoma. What up?
Thanks for the second show.
What up?
He compared
my rap battle skills to Joe Joyce in a complimentary manner, but now he's picking Dubois. So I'm a little mad at J-Mac for that. That's all I got. And then I had Joyce early. I'm not sure. I'm starting to edge a little more towards Dubois, but he's somewhat untested. We'll see. Good fight. I'm glad for Frank Warren to put this on. Y'all have a good day.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
All right.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill you, mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
What up?
I just heard about my intro. What we talking about there? Just hopped on.
We are talking about Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce to fight Saturday.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
I'll take Dubois in that fight. I got Dubois. Mark that down. So if I lose, I eat the crow. I'll take Dubois though.
You getting the crow special, champ?
All right.
All right. We going out to King Amin in Essex.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Vamos,
Top of the morning.
What up, champ?
Top of the morning. What's good? What's going on? Yo, this fight right here, I think it's a boxer versus puncher. When you talk about Dubois, I actually give the boxing, when you talk about the totality, the experience, the advantage, the tactics, I give that to Joyce. But he's going to have to just box. And Dubois, I think Dubois going to make him taste the canvas at least once. So when you talk about the fight, I don't think it'll be dominating, but I think Joyce will have a point. He'll have an opportunity to fight himself, to get back into the fight if he can outbox Dubois for a few rounds. But tasting the canvas is really going to set him back, and that's going to be good because I think to see Daniel Joyce stand up to that and to tell us what he's going to tell us after that, because I got Dubois pulling this out. That's going to give us a little bit more of what direction. If he can get some of the better opponents that Ness is talking about, that he needs to show us a little more. That's my call.
All right. Thanks for calling in. We going to Keem in Florida.
There's nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there. Where the team at? Oh, he got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
Keem
the
Dream.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I might need you to redo that one, do me, so it sounds clearer, man. I might need that drop, man.
Or just talking to the microphone next time.
I got you, dog. I think the voiceover. Next time, give me a microphone with the right cable on it.
Oh, here we go. All right, yo, real quick though, I got Triple D, man. Joe Joyce is the slowest mammal east of the Mississippi, and I just don't see him winning at all. Yeah, he might. And then I remember watching Joe Joyce fight Bermain Stavern after being completely washed up and letting Bermain put hands on him that first round. So I'm just not impressed with Joe Joyce, man. I got Triple D. That's all I got.
Triple D. Now they calling him Triple D.
No, that's
either new Triple G. He the Triple G or the heavyweight division.
That been his name. Triple D. Been his name, dog.
Yeah, it's always been his
Dynamite.
name.
Middle name. What's his middle name?
Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
Oh, I thought he had a real. Because Gennady Golovich, he has a whatever.
Yeah.
When you see old dirty bastard fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your
Yo, you hear me? You hear me? Listen, I'm on my Black Frank Sinatra shit this morning, y'all. Joe Joyce, Juggy is coming. He gonna sleep. Triple D, yo, he gonna knock him the fuck out. He's slow.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
He's Juggy. He's coming, y'all. That Daniel Dubois shit, fuck all that Fukimoto. I'm gonna knock you out, yo. Juggy is.
Damn, broski.
All right, we going out to LV Slugger. Talk to me.
What up? Yeah, man.
What
I'm just
up?
hoping for a good one, man. Hopefully we get a good one this weekend. You know, y'all was making some good points with Joyce. You know, he do got the better resume, and you know, as far as got the better names on his record, and he got that Usyk fight under his belt. But I just, remember the boys got that rumor of knocking Joshua out in sparring. So you know what I'm saying, that was a while back. So I'm just gonna rock with Dubois. See, I feel like he gonna probably pull it out. But yeah, I'm just hoping for a good fight. And yeah, Yarde, man, I thought he was going to step it up after Kovalev, man. I'm just hoping he get right, man. I would look for big things in that division for him. Hopefully he get another big name on his resume so he can, get a belt. But yeah, man, hopefully we get a good fight this weekend. That's my call.
Let's go, champ.
Hadouken! Let's go. Next on the docket.
Next up, looking like Hulk in Maryland. What up?
Oh, what up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
How are you, brother?
Been good, blessed, brother.
Oh, cool, bro. Hey, good, man. It looks like when I look at this fight, I think of I'm gonna go with Dubois because I think of the old George Foreman versus Alex Stewart fight. Alex Stewart was just a little too busy for George, and that's for Joe. As far as Joe, he reminds me of George. So yeah. Hey, one thing I do want to say, man, fellas, what I miss about boxing the most is remember how even though nobody even had a belt, everybody would come in with this big mob of people, all these belts behind them and everything. That was the good part about boxing, where they would come in with this mob each side, and they stand in the ring, ain't even fighting for a belt, but 3 or 4 people standing behind them with belts up in the air. I don't know. I just miss that about boxing, but I know it's this COVID time. But that's it. That's all I got, fellas.
All right, Hawk, man, thanks for calling in. Looks like we're going to Steve in Chicago. You rocking out today? Steve been on strike all morning.
Nah, Steve was training Chuck Norris. Just give him a chance.
Stick Talk Boxing.
Cheer.
Stone Bone Boxing.
Stone Bone.
Why you always do gargoyle voices for him?
Who this me or Stonebone?
It's you if you gonna talk. We went to you.
All right, well, fuck it. I take Dubois. I don't really care too much about these British heavyweights. Fuck them. I just remembered something from the earlier show. It was a Puerto Rican dude that called up about Garcia going to knock Spence out and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
David,
that nigga straight. These Puerto Ricans just ride with their Puerto Ricans. They on that cold shit like Robert Garcia. Every Mexican will beat every fighter in the world. They feel every Puerto Rican will beat every fighter in the world. And they will fight you over that shit. But if Spencer's good, he's going to whip Danny ass. For Puerto Rico. That's my call.
Say what? Hey, what happened?
Stone Bone. Not to be confused with
What up?
Stone Bone.
What up?
What
yeah,
up?
man, I'm interested in this fight, man. I ain't listen, the UK, we need to just understand that's like our stepchild, you know that, like you got love for him, but they ain't really your kid, but you know what I mean, we still take care of them. We still get a big fight, you know what I mean, we still take a couple scalps, but every now and then they give us some good versus each other competition. Just like I was a fan of like a Frotch and a Groves, but that wasn't like an American invested fight. So if you're a fighting fan, you know what I mean, you can go outside the coast either way and find a good fight. And I just think Joe Joyce is too old, 35. Listen, we be calling guys old who are champions and they 32. Are we aging them out? Joe Joyce is 35 with 11 fights. Stayed in amateurs forever. Nah, he gonna lose this. I'm gonna go with Daniel Dubois. Too much strength, too much better timing, and better speed.
All right, looks like we got Majid in Orlando.
Majid, are you there?
Yes, he is.
What up, man? Y'all on for another one? Hey, man, I've been excited about this fight since day one. I remember being on the road, riding from Florida to Georgia watching Daniel Dubois fights. I don't know who to choose because I feel like Jurgenot got a big old rock head, got that crazy pressure, and I feel like Daniel Dubois, he get caught up in the mix, be swinging all wild, so... if he can't knock him out, that stamina tank gonna be in question. So I don't know who gonna win. I feel like we winning as fans. It's just a good ass fight. And I'm gonna be there to watch it, man. I ain't predicting who winning because I feel like we winning on this one. That's all I got.
All right, looking like. Did we go to Brandon?
We went to Brandon one time, and it was on the other show.
Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. From jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh, yo.
Yeah, hey, I was gonna pick Dubois, but after King Born called, I think I'm gonna roll with Joe Joyce, man. Y'all keep talking about all his powers. Dubois got, but he went the distance with Kevin Johnson, didn't he? I mean,
Yep, that's what I said.
The killer's not Kevin Johnson out, man. AJ stopped Kevin Johnson.
Well, only one person stopped him. That's AJ. That's it. Nobody else.
I thought some other people stopped you. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with Joe Joyce, man. King Born, you talked me into it, bro. I might be tripping, but yeah, I'm going with Joe Joyce on this.
Juggy.
Yeah, I'm going with Juggy, man. But that's my call.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
All right. We going out to Seattle, Washington.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. Cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, what's up, TBV?
What up?
Surprised you guys are still on. I'm going with Daniel Dubois. I like Joe Joyce too. He has a steady pace. I don't really think he's slow. I just think he has a steady pace, and he's kind of like a train. He keeps on going. He looked pretty good during the Usyk fight, during the amateurs. It's going to be a good fight, but I really love Daniel Dubois' jab. I've seen it, and I think he knows how to tear people down a little bit, and he gets a good knockout. It's not quick, but it'll come. I got Daniel Dubois, though.
All right.
I'm going to put you to sleep.
J-Mac, Boomerang.
Mac attack.
Yo.
Yeah.
Like I said, I still got the ball winning. I think the bar upper torso some movement and head movement can win him this fight going forward. When I said I had Jordan out, I think from going backwards with that amount of pressure going forward, I think the young, confident dude in the 23-year-old will put on Joyce. I think that's what's going to win him the fight. And I said I don't have the fight going past 5. But I did say if Joyce keep him at the end of his jab, he can have success with the accumulating the punches and thudding. And I do agree it will get stopped or knocked out in the fight. But I'm still leaning toward Dubois.
Cut it. I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Cut it.
Coach Myers, Boomerang.
Coach Moyers.
King Born. Give it to King Born.
King Born? I mean, text me if you said King Born. Trey in the Bay.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. The reason why I believe in Juggy coming, because of one thing, right? First of all, better competition. I think Daniel Dubois is a hype job, man. Who can't knock out a Japanese heavyweight? Come on, man. Y'all know what that was, man. Who can't knock out Japanese heavyweight? Like I said, man, peace to Brandon, all my truck drivers in know, because they see the real. Even J-Mac, I'm going to bring you to the Juggy side, baby. Don't worry. Everybody going to come to the Juggy side Saturday night, man. Because I'm telling you, man, Danny DeVore is a hype job, man. He ain't nice. He ain't ill like that. Come on, man. Come on. A Japanese heavyweight? I'm going to knock you out and then get knocked out. Do even throw one punch in that fight, man. We picking up Triple D? Nah, I'm good, man. Peace.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Trey in the Bay.
Trey in the Bay.
Yeah, man. I didn't make my pick on the first call. I'm going with Prison Body Dubois to knock out the Sloth. And something else, man. Yeah, I get busy and start forgetting. I think whatever, I could have just gave him a call away if I was gonna forget. All right, y'all.
Hit him with the sloth. Yo, am I not seeing something? Where's all this sloth? Slow.
The Goonies, man, because he moves like Frankenstein, man.
Yeah, like
that's
where's
why, because he looks like Lurch.
Like where I don't see where he moves so slow. Like he's
Watch
constantly
Mr. Burn for it. I know, but like
just... he's not as like slow as like a lot of people are making him out to be.
No, and he's pretty nimble. He's a gymnast, and he did cheerleading.
Bro, do you see the spinning heel kick he does after he wins fights? Like.
Capoeira, man. Yo, we got some boomerangs here looking like Stone Bone up next.
Welcome back, champ.
Stone Bone.
What Doomy, you pretty slow, so when slow people, other slow people don't look slow. You know, I got a little pudginess, so he don't look, maybe somebody don't look out of shape to me because that's how my body look in the mirror. So you know what I mean, when guys with speed look at Joe Joyce as slow. And let's be honest though, he 30. I looked at box record like probably a year ago or so. He was 30, 40 in, so I'm guessing his birthday done passed because that's been a while. We done been through COVID and everything. He's 35 years old, 11 fights. Maybe if this was MMA, because you could be a retired cop at 37, retire and then go fight and become close to a champion. But this is boxing. The 23-year-old Daniel Dubois. I don't see a knockout, but I see enough raw give against a 35-year-old. Like that's like he a year younger than me. I don't see myself being able to go against the 23-year-old guys that's coming up. Maybe a 23-year-old guy that had plateaued, you know, but a guy on the up. And I don't think Daniel Dubois has the raw gifts besides his strength. And he got thudding power, not explosive power. He wasn't knocking Brian Jennings out. So it was like...
Cut it.
Interesting perspective, right?
Alrighty then. That is everybody except for... Who is this?
What?
Stupendous.
This is Mad Bent 100. What
Mad
up?
Bent.
Oh, and I got
Mad Bent 100. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. I'm going with Joe Joyce on this one.
Okay.
Yes.
I think he fought better competition. I think he's more athletic. I think he takes a better punch. I think he let his hands go. And unlike most people, I think it's a false perception that he's slow. I think he moved pretty well on his feet. He just don't move his head very well. But I think his activity is going to overwhelm the younger, inexperienced as far as competition, Dubois. And Joe Joyce stops Dubois. That's my call.
You know, a great point, man. That's something that I can't agree with. Not so much as slow, but you usually don't see him, moving his head as much. I guess that's why people are calling him Frankenstein or Juggy.
And guess what? That's not a good thing against Daniel.
No, it's not. It's not against the power hitter, Francis. But that's what I'm saying. If these guys get into it, they're both in danger.
For sure. That's what I said. This ain't going 12, man. Somebody's going down. That's a fact. Because they're both not going to back up. They're not going to box in the back foot. They're going to come forward believing in their power and throwing it.
I'm going to put you to sleep.
Who's next?
Next up.
Ness.
Go away. Go back to the docks where you belong.
Boom.
Yo, King Born tried to get on here and sway us that he got Brandon drinking. Brandon, I stay safe on them roads because he definitely put some Everclear in that Kool-Aid, man. Nah, man. And just because what was said, if they stop in the middle of the ring or if one of them back up against the ropes and they return the fire, and Joyce got his head out there, I don't think he's eating what he took from Stavern. You know what I mean? What Dubois is going to give him. And that's, to me, put him out? No. Put him down? Probably. And that's, to me, is what's going to be the edge. Because Joyce, at best, he might have to fight from behind. So, to me, King Boom, I love you, Lord, but I knocked the cup down, man. I knocked the cup down. I ain't drinking that.
Hey, mama. There
Alrighty
goes
then.
that man. King
Absolutely
Born, call
not.
of the year, man.
Absolutely
Smart
not.
Man.
Hey,
Smart
Ken.
man, call of the year.
Ken, I keep skipping you because I'm assuming you just listening until you tell me otherwise. And by Ken, I mean Kendrick. We going out to Big Nick. Did we get to him?
Big Nick.
This show.
No.
Yo, what's going on, people, man?
What up?
Yo, listen, shout out to the callers stuck in the DeLorean that ain't looked at the heavyweight ranking since 1980. Yeah, last time I checked, it was GB on top, innit? 1 and 2, yeah. But listen, all I'm gonna say is this: like, I ain't picking, yeah, but bro, Joe Joyce has got some amateur pedigree, man. Like, the guy's fought what? He's fought punches in the amateurs. He's fought Dachko, Jalalov, Yoka, Hergovich. He's got wins over all of those guys. To me, he ain't gonna be too fussed about Dubois' power, man. It is what it is. I think he'll be comfortable in there, but like I say, I ain't picking. Probably see my pick on the Pick'em League, but yeah, that's my call, man.
Damn, he ain't want to pick live?
He ain't want to pick live.
He said,
Hey, what happened?
He said his pick is on the Pick'em League, man.
I heard quack, 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 duck, duck, duck.
Rubber ducky style?
Rubber ducky.
Who's next?
Who next? Who next? Let me see who's next.
D, better to the man,
It looks
Keep
like
the divide for the vibe, for the
like
vibe, for the
our
vibe, for the 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 vibe.
it looks like our UK friend.
To this day! To this day! To this day! Sing along if you know the words! Come on! To this day! Come on!
Yo, what's going on, people?
What up, peoples?
That's it. I'm really looking forward to this fight. When it was announced earlier on in the year, I was like, yeah, this is, for me, this is the fight of the year, at least for the heavyweights. Well, I can't really see any other fight that's kind of like not necessarily bigger, but in terms of the matchups, like really interesting, like a competitive matchup for me anyway. I'm leaning towards Triple D. Joyce, just because his resume, he's fought better people. Like Dubois, his chin is yet to be tested, so we don't really know how good he is. He's not really stepped up in terms of his opposition, so this is going to be his true first step up. So just based on what I know currently, I think it's a 50-50 fight, and I'm leaning towards Joyce. I actually want Joyce to win because I feel like Dubois is a bit like he's too cocky and he hasn't really done anything, and they've put him at number 2 in WBO for doing nothing, and I don't really like that. So yeah, that's my pick.
You heard it. You heard it from Coyote, champ from across the pond.
Not to be confused with Coyote.
El Coyote.
It's Coyote.
Soy el jefe.
All right. And that seems to be everybody. We got the Majid in Orlando this time?
We did.
We did. All right. So that is it. Catch us on the next one. Next GTO.
And when is the next one?
1:30 p.m. We back. Cook.
Craquita. And what are we talking about? We're talking about Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson. The epic battle.
Yes, it's fight week for them too, so we got to talk about that, man. We got to.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
Let's
every
go.
day I'm hustling.
Have you subscribed?
Every day I'm hustling.
Have you told a friend to tell a friend that we hustling over here, that we getting you through your whole work day? Have you? Make sure that you do, man. TBV, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one, 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
You already know what it is, man. Next up, Sports Talk, NEXUP. Sports Talk. Go ahead and check us out, man. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, IG. This is TBV. Hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button on the way out. We appreciate y'all. Thanks to the man upstairs for another one. We couldn't do it without you. Nestor, Alex.
Hey.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey, did you give J-Mac that one white boy's boomy?
Certainly did.
Sure? All
I
right.
think he got Coach Myers.
He had a couple. I don't know if that one was given, but we will sort it out. Absolutely. That one white boy. This is the Boxing Voice. We'll be coming back to you at 1:30. It's approximately an hour from now to talk about Roy Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson and their epic battle coming soon. Soon. Who do you got? Join us. Let's talk.
As far as white boy, we definitely gave J-Mac your boomerang. No problemos. Catch us on the next one. Peace. Arrivederci. Hi. Bye.